Good morning, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and welcome to Money Chat Now. Money Chat Now is a politically charged stock market pre-show giving you the politics of the day and the biggest moves in the stock market. It is presented with comedic common sense and just the right amount of sarcasm by an expert in financial literacy, and hey, that's me, Larry Steinhouse. Today is Tuesday, August 23rd, and I want to welcome you to the show. Hey, we are live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and you can also find repeats of this show on Rumble and Spotify. Please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse, and then you can follow me there as well. By the way, if you'd like to connect to me, if you want to make an appointment with me, if you want to reach out to me, if you want to send me a text message, you can go to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com, and there you will find my social media connections, my email, and my text message information. That's contactlarry.com. Hey, just a reminder online, if you're watching online, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to hit the share button, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course, like the Money Chat Now page on Facebook. You can also find Money Chat Now and the Larry Steinhouse Show on Spotify, so please go there and subscribe as well. And you can comment, of course, live during the show on YouTube and Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And please say hi so I know you're watching. A couple of people saying hi already. We got Charles, we got Mike, we got my lovely wife, Linda, and we got Tommy. We haven't seen you in a couple of days. I'm so glad you're back. All right, by the way, if you're commenting from a group and it's not the Money Chat Now fan page, your name may not show up on my dashboard, so please go to the Money Chat Now page, like it, and comment there so I can recognize you as well. And we have James checking in from YouTube. Thanks, James. All right, on today's show, we're going to be talking about, of course, yesterday's big drop. We're going to be talking about trumping the FBI, Trump and FBI. We're going to be talking about Musk and Twitter, and, of course, student loan debate. And I want to let you know, once again, that Money Chat Now is brought to you by Investor Schooling. And you can attend a complimentary class this Thursday by going to investorschooling.com, and there you will learn about real estate investing and stock options trading from those who dare to do it every day. In fact, if you are new to the school and you want to join up, or if you want to just either become just even go to a free class on Thursday, I'm going to be discussing stock options, so you might actually like it. I also have a question for you. Do you know somebody who would really enjoy the show, maybe for the great market advice or maybe the comedic parodies? Please share the show by them by clicking the share button and share it directly on their page. Hey, you can also share it in groups as well and help your friends make more money and, of course, laugh in the morning. By the way, did you guys enjoy the interviews last week? I just wanted to know if you guys enjoyed the interviews last week while I was away. Just let me know if you have a favorite. All right, let's get started. Let's see what's going on. So yesterday, of course, was ugly, and it was just as I predicted it would be. If you remember, at the end of my show yesterday, I said the Dow would be down about 700 points, and of course, it ended down about 650 points. I bet you want to know how I knew that. Well, I've been telling you all along, but let me tell you about it one more time. It all comes down to steak and tuna. The market reacts to the money manager's desire to get a bonus and take their wife, their girlfriend, or their mistress, or all three, to a steak dinner Friday night at the Capitol Grill on Broadway. The Capitol Grill is 1 block away from Wall Street. So if a money manager managing your money does well, he gets a bonus, and it's a steak dinner. If not, well, then it's a tuna fish sandwich. That's how it simply works. I'm telling you right now, steak and tuna runs the market. Yesterday was Monday, and the market was down. That's a buying opportunity, and if the market drops this morning, it'll be a better buying opportunity. By the way, it will drop this morning. I added some positions yesterday, and I hope to add more today. The news claims the market is fearful of the Fed report that will be announced on Friday. Look, why would they be afraid? We already know what's going to be said, and we already know what's going to happen here. Inflation is still too high, but we are seeing signs of it slowing. Expect an increase rate of either 50 or 75 basis points, blah, 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 blah. Nothing new. So it isn't the fear, it's simply the steak and tuna theory. In fact, this Friday, the market should skyrocket up. Wait for it and remind me if I'm right. So everybody write down right now that Larry says on Friday the market's going to take off. Tech stocks got beat up yesterday, as they always do, when the bond market yield increases. Of course, the yield passed the 3% again, and the NASDAQ was down yesterday a total of about 2.5%. Yikes, that's a lot. Even crypto dropped back along with the rest of the market. The VIX also climbed, but still only 23.5 points. Not bad for the crazy numbers it was in the past 2 years. Remember that the VIX is basically the fear barometer. When the number is high, then the market moves wildly fast. This range is high, but relatively lower than it was a year ago, so it's moving down slowly and should be back into the teens again soon. When it's in the teens, we're doing all right. Zoom reported their earnings after the bell yesterday, and, well, they did okay. They beat their earnings per share by about 12 cents, but they missed on their revenue projection by about 20 million in revenue. They still dropped, unfortunately, but it is what it is. They also did 1.1 billion in revenue, though. That's pretty good. The stock dropped. Like I said, it dropped about 10 points. I'm also curious to see what they'll do today when the market opens. It appears that many of the high-profile stocks drop when the report comes out, and then the next day they go up. So let's see what happens. By the way, Ford was also in the news yesterday when they announced that they will be cutting 3,000 jobs from the company in an effort to save money. And by the way, this is how it begins. It's very simple. The rumors of layoffs start first, then the hiring freezes kick in, and then finally the layoffs begin. When numbers get as big as 3,000 layoffs, it becomes time to worry. The real recession is definitely coming soon, and so be prepared for it. By the way, Ford also recently raised the price of their F-150 electric truck by a whopping $8,000 to cover the cost of the battery. Both of these are signs of the economy to come. It's going to be ugly. By the way, I sure hope Powell and his friends are going to be kind and, to us peons on Friday. But we'll have to see what happens. All right, let's take a look at the market and see what today will bring. All right, right now we have the Dow is, like I said, it's up. It's barely moving. It's up 2 points. The S&P is up 2 points. The Nasdaq is up about 13 points. And I'm like I said before, I really think it's going to be a drop today. But we'll talk about that in a minute. A couple of people saying hi. I want to make sure I don't forget to say hi to. It looks like we've got Mark and we got Ken. We got Robin. We got Robin talking about covered calls. We got Tom. We got Joe. We got Glenn. We got Carl. Tuna fish gives me hives only. Oh, that's pretty funny. That's actually pretty funny. We got Seth, my brother Seth. Thank you, Seth. And then we got Jose coming in from YouTube saying top of the morning. And, of course, we got Bill saying greetings. Thanks, guys. I always appreciate you guys watching. All right, let's talk about, let's talk about what's going on with Trump and the FBI. So it was almost a month ago since Trump had his home invaded by the FBI. They seized documents that were supposedly classified, and they say they should not have been stored by Trump in his home. Everyone disagrees with something in this case. Most of you watching agree that the raid was totally unnecessary, and Trump would have given them all the documents they wanted without the embarrassment of a raid. This action was pretty clearly a political move to harm Trump's possible return to the presidency and make sure he can't continue to drain the swamp. It's pretty clear that Trump will find some more truths that the liberals and the liberal press would not be happy to see once Trump returns to office. So they're probably just afraid of him at this point. They're probably petrified of him at this point. So the charade plays on. We will have the greatest rhino ever, Liz Cheney, claiming in a press release, and I quote, "I see no evidence that there was any political motivation." Hey, Cheney, your quote is politically motivated. What is wrong with them? It's like they think we don't even notice. Well, in the latest fight over this raid, Trump is actually suing the government and filed a lawsuit seeking the appointment of a special master to review the materials seized by the FBI. He also asked that the investigators immediately stop reviewing the documents while this lawsuit is being played out. The lawsuit, titled Trump versus the United States Government, alleges the decision to raid Mar-a-Lago a mere 90 days before the 2020 midterm elections involved political calculations aimed at diminishing the leading voice in the Republican Party, President Trump. And I happen to agree with him. The search has done a lot, by the way. The raid has done a lot to bolster Trump's chances at running and winning the election if he decides to run again. I gotta tell you, if the liberals tried to use this as a way to knock him off the horse, they clearly knew nothing about him. They clearly knew nothing how Trump operates. He has always been someone who throws a harder punch if you throw the first punch. While Trump seeks to have the information reviewed by a special team, he and most of the country are waiting to see the real reason for this raid. It clearly has nothing to do with the classified material, unless classified material can implicate other politicians for crimes and actions that are anti-American. You know, when you have the obvious crimes like what was found in Hunter Biden's laptop or Hillary Clinton in her emails, we know that the government turns a blind eye to classified information anyway. This information must be very special to the people in charge of the government. No, not the people like Joe Biden or Nancy Pelosi. You know, the real people running the show. Hopefully this will push Trump to run again, and when he wins, we're going to find out the whole story. It'll be like watching a TV sequel. we'll be introduced to new characters, and we'll find out the fate of the characters we loved and hated. It'll make for great television. I remember watching House of Cards on Netflix. Remember House of Cards? I watched 3 seasons, and then it was Trump versus Hillary, and I realized that the show was just a mere tale of real life. The real life was more intriguing. So we'll see what the lawsuit does for Trump and his base. Oh, speaking of lawsuits, whatever happened to the lawsuit Trump filed against Hillary for the Russian hoax? You know, when she accused him of using Russia to get him elected, when it really turned out that she planted evidence to make that story work? I wonder if any of this has anything to do with the real reason that, quote, classified materials were taken from Trump's home. Oh, and I wonder if Trump copies any of this information. Would you have copied this information? I think I would have. I think we're going to see this information appear in several different sources in the future and in future sequels of the Trump story. All right, guys, let's take a break here. I'll be looking forward to talking to you in about a minute.
Okay, so you thought about buying and selling real estate. You've thought about investing in the stock market, but don't know where to start. Well, what if you could find a place to unlock strategies to master both real estate and the stock market, all without the headache? That place is Investor Schooling, hosted by Larry Steinhouse, an expert in real estate, financial literacy, and the ins and outs of the stock market. You can attend Investor Schooling in person or online 8 times a month. You can and will learn how to make money in real estate, and you will learn mastery of stock techniques such as options and covered calls. You will even get a chance to ask one of your burning questions to the stock option sultan, the master of picks and plays. Call 866-424-2829 for free information and receive a complimentary pass to attend classes, or register online at investorschooling.com. Don't delay. These passes are limited. So what are you waiting for? Call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Or visit investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse. And of course, if you'd like more information on Investor Schooling, you can go to investorschooling.com or call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Hey, I want to welcome you back to the show. We are live on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can also find repeats of this show on Rumble and Spotify. Please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse on Spotify. Like and subscribe there. And of course, if you'd like to connect with me, you can go to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. And there you will find my social media connections, my email, and my text message information. That's contactlarry.com. Hey, by the way, I want to remind you guys that we're having an amazing event, one-day event on September 17th. It's an all-day event featuring some of the most brilliant minds in business, including Hannah Kessler, the single millionaire chick, Chris Noggle, the money multiplier, Bill Walsh, the rainmaker, and of course myself, Larry Steinhouse, the host of Money Chat Now and the CEO of Investor Schooling. I'm telling you, it's an in-person event and you want to be there. Seats are selling fast, so get yours now at 4mmw.com. That's 4mmw.com. Make sure you get your seat, number 4mmw.com. All right, so far, of course, we've been discussing the recap, and yesterday was a dismal day. We've been talking about Trump and the FBI, and I'm telling you, they made a mistake. They're just making it better for him. I don't know. Maybe Trump ordered it just to make his life, I don't know, make it easier for him, sure, or whatever. All right, coming up, of course, we have Musk and Twitter, and we have the student loan debate, and then, of course, we have today's picks and plays. But did you guys hit that like button? All right, everybody hit that like button. We got a couple of new people on who's saying hi right now. We got people like we got Bill and Rob and Ken Gold, the guy who does not like Trump. And he's always online watching the show. I like the fact that he's watching the show. So everybody say hi to Ken Gold, and make sure that you say hi to him and let him know that we enjoy him watching the show, even though he's clueless about politics. All right, we also have James, and we have Michael, and we have Royce, and we have Rob. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Coming up, of course, we have today's picks and plays. Don't forget to share the show. Hey, Ken, share the show. All right. Also, don't forget to order my new book called Money Hacks. And if you ordered it, please leave a review on Amazon. We totally appreciate it. Got quite a few reviews, and everyone likes it. I just want to make sure you do too. All right, let's get into the second half. Let's talk about Musk and Twitter. Hey, we mentioned the Trump saga before the break, so it's only natural to go into the next saga. You know, the saga of Musk versus Twitter. We are coming up on the big trial date where Twitter is suing Elon Musk for specific performance to complete his promised purchase of Twitter at $54.20 a share. As you know, the deal was called off by Musk when he discovered that Twitter had not been forthcoming with the amount of bots or fake accounts that reside on the platform. He wanted more clarification, and he's been met with vague data. After several attempts, he decided to end the deal. Well, here we are, and the lawsuit continues. In the latest move, Musk actually subpoenaed his friend and former CEO and founder of Twitter, Jack Dorsey. Musk is seeking documents from Mr. Dorsey relating to the effect of false or spam accounts on the social media platform's business. Musk is also seeking information about Twitter's use of monetizable daily active users, or MDAUs, as an important metric and any other metric that the company might use to describe user or advertiser engagement. I have to say this is a bold move by Musk, and it also may reveal the truth about the purchase itself. That was the conspiracy side of me thinking it out loud. Imagine if all this was cooked up by both Musk and Dorsey as a hostile takeover disguised as a purchase. Or maybe it's used for political reasons, or maybe the only reason that Musk claims that or wants to buy the company, which is for the end of censorship. It may just be as simple as that. Maybe Dorsey wants the same. In a tweet by Dorsey on April 25th, he stated his admiration and gave the blessing on the deal with Musk by stating, "Elon is the singular solution I trust. I trust his mission to extend the light of consciousness." Those are pretty powerful words. It appears we have more of the makings of another good sequel here. The Twitter story sequel will be almost as exciting as the Trump presidency sequel. Twitter says that Musk decided he wanted to back out of the deal because Musk can't finance the deal. Musk says that the information on the bots says the company isn't worth what he offered. It does sound like a typical renegotiation of a deal. I've been through these before, with real estate deals. I've made an offer only to discover that I made a mistake in my calculation of what I thought the property was worth, and I had to go back to the seller and renegotiate. The big difference was I didn't have a $1 billion cancellation fee. The lawsuit will definitely be intriguing, and I'm looking forward to the trial and the outcome. I kind of hope they televise it. Hey, maybe we can get Johnny Depp or Amber Heard to narrate it. Or maybe we can at least get Johnny Depp to play Elon Musk in the future life of Elon Musk. That could work. Hey, something to think about. We could probably use, maybe we could even title the film something like, Pirates of the Cannabis. All right, let's get to the next topic. Let's talk about student loans. Pirates of the Cannabis. Guys get it? Pirates of the Cannabis? Never mind. All right, that was a bad joke. I just read it and all right. Yeah, what are you going to do? All right. So one of the biggest promises the liar in charge made during his campaign speech, of course, was that he would forgive student loans of at least $10,000 for those suffering with the burden of the student loan they used to go to college to be indoctrinated into the system that promised them that student loan forgiveness and failed them just like their college degree. Well, as we come back to the possible ending of the student loan moratorium, oh yes, for those of you who didn't know or didn't have student loans, or those of you who paid for your student loans, you may not realize that for the past 2 years or more, all the people with student loans have not had to make payments on those loans. It had something to do with that, that scamdemic. By the way, are you confused as I am? Not only did the scamdemic actually end almost 2 years ago, but isn't everyone back to work now anyway? In fact, isn't unemployment at the lowest it's been in history? So why is there still a student loan moratorium? Why aren't the borrowers paying back these loans as required? Wait, I think I remember now. That's right. Biden promised to forgive the loans. This is a good substitute. Your loan isn't forgiven. You just don't have to pay for it anymore. I like the solution. I'm going to try that with my car loan and see how long it takes before they take my car. Or, well, I guess probably not. But the student loan payment moratorium is almost up again. So each time the date came up each time they came up to end the moratorium, the Democrats extended the deadline. The deadline this time was August 31st. Hey, by the way, that's 8 days from now. Want to slow inflation? Make these people start paying their loan back so they can't afford the extra things they've been paying for because they weren't paying for the student loan payments. Funny I should say this because in a recent poll, 59% of Americans feel that student loans, if they're forgiven, would actually cause inflation because of this discretionary income that many would have without their payments. This was actually a CNBC survey. They polled 5,142 people from August 4th to 15th, and basically they said that 59% of them think that that will actually cause inflation. Really? This, among the other gifts of money, is the major cause of inflation. Well, now the government has a decision to make. Let me think. Midterms are only 2 months away. Should I end the moratorium now, or should we wait till, December to do that? Well, I think we already know the answer. And then will Biden actually forgive the 10,000 or as much as 50,000 in student loans? Of course not. He hasn't done anything he promised to do. The only good thing this guy does was destroy American productivity. Yeah, you know why it's good, right? Because that way, now people are starting to realize maybe we should vote Republican again. Good luck to all of you who have student loans. My opinion, by the way, is that student loans, they should stop issuing student loans anyway. This is the main reason college is so expensive. The college gets paid whatever they want and never has to worry about defaults on this predatory loan that targets 17 and 8-year-olds who know nothing about money or loans. The student loan, basically, is the biggest ripoff ever created. I feel sorry for those who are robbed by the government just for the promise of a better life. Maybe not, actually, come to think of it. Most of them are Democrats anyway. They created this mess in the first place. Anyway, all right, listen, guys. Go watch this commercial, and actually, inside my book, I teach you how to pay off your student loans faster. So we'll see you guys back in a minute. Hi, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and one of the most misunderstood things in America is money. That's why I've written this book. It's called Money Hacks, because everything you think you know about money is wrong. And I'm telling you, everything you think you know about money is wrong. When you read this book, you will learn things about money that you did not know. You will even learn if money can buy you happiness. I have a full chapter dedicated to that. You're going to definitely want to read that. I talk about how to use other people's money to buy real estate. I talk about how to save more money, and I even talk about how to rebuild your credit score in this book. There are 22 amazing chapters in this book. This book is now available everywhere. It's available on Amazon. It's available on barnesandnoble.com. And you can order this book right now, and you'll have it in 2 days, and you'll start learning things about money that you never knew before. So order the book right now. Go to Amazon, go to barnesandnoble.com, and order the book, Money Hacks by Larry Steinhouse. All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse. And if you'd like to be a sponsor of the show, by the way, your name and product will be delivered to hundreds of loyal listeners and watchers of the show. As you know, we're expanding our base every day. And if you'd like to get your product or service out to my audience and help keep the show on the air, I'd love to have you as a sponsor. Just reach out to me via Messenger or send me an email at larrysteinhouseshow@gmail.com. That's larrysteinhouseshow@gmail.com. By the way, did you know we have a Spotify channel? Hey, go to Spotify, subscribe to the channel, and listen to all the reports. They're broken out for your enjoyment, too, so if you just want to have each piece and learn about each piece, you can do that as well, or listen to each piece as well. Look up Money Chat Now on Spotify and subscribe. All right, I'm reading some of these comments. They're making me laugh. So we got Ken the Democrat, who says, how is Cheney a rhino when she voted with DJT 87% of the time? Oh, boy. When a Democrat asks if somebody is a rhino, you already know they're a rhino. You probably even like Mike Fitzpatrick, too, I bet. All right. We also got James saying hi, and looks like we got James saying hi at a bunch of different places. And also, of course, Michael, wait a minute. Did Damien actually say that he was going to vote for Mitt Romney? I hope he's joking. All right, so far, of course, we've been discussing the recap and the update, and yesterday was a dismal day. We've been talking about Trump and the FBI, Musk and Twitter, and, of course, student loan debate. And so if you guys have student loans, most likely you're not paying that till December. Why would they do anything else? Coming up, of course, we have today's picks and plays. But did you guys hit that like button yet? Did you guys hit that share button? Tell all your friends about the show. Let them know it's both entertaining and educational. Hey, Ken, share it on your page. Let everybody know. Please share it. Please share it. Please share it. By the way, let's get into what happened yesterday or today or what's going on today. As I predicted yesterday, it played out exactly the way I said. By the way, just as a warning, we're not out of the woods yet. It's just the beginning. Earnings season is over, and now the market will start to decline. The next 45 days will probably bring the Dow down to about 30,000 and the S&P down to about probably below 3,900. I'm going to tell you there's opportunity here if you pay attention to it. Puts or shorts will be the play, and buying up stocks at good prices will also be the play. I'd actually like to see Meta below 160 as a buy, and look for your favorite stocks to drop. Scoop them up when they do. All right, let's take a look at the futures and let's talk about what's going on. All right, we got people yelling online. They don't know how to turn their cap locks off. It's hard to read. All right, so right now we have the Dow. It looks like the Dow is up 37 points. We have the S&P up 7, and we have the Nasdaq up 31. So here's my prediction, because you guys like it. I think that we're going to start off slow today. We'll probably be in a negative. We'll probably be in a negative about 100 to 200 points today in the beginning, and we'll probably close positive about 100 to 200 points. These are just predictions. I'm often right, but I'm not always right. So just keep a note on that. As a matter of fact, if you guys want to track my predictions, let me know. So like I said, I think we're going to open up down today. Probably by about 10:30, we'll be down about 200 points. And then by about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock today, we'll be up about 200 points. All right, let's get back into crypto. What's going on there? Crypto is kind of notching up. And Bitcoin's around 21,500, and Ethereum is about 1,600. Gold and silver. So the precious metals are kind of disappointing. I'm still disappointed in this. This one is a surprise to me. Usually people run to silver and gold when the economy is starting to tank. Now, at the moment, the economy doesn't look that bad, so maybe that's what's happening. But still, 19 an ounce and gold below 1,800, I'm surprised. But these are long-term plays, so if you're buying them, buy them now. Put them in a safe, hold on to them, and do what you need to do. A lot of people ask me about holding gold and silver in IRAs. You can do that if you'd like. I prefer to keep the actual precious metal. I think the precious metal is important in case something bad happens. You have something to trade. All right, Treasury bond is moving up, and it's just over 3%. The average mortgage rate for a 30-year mortgage is still about 5%. Listen, guys, it's a good rate. Take advantage of it while you can. Oil is about $91 a barrel, and the average gas price continues to drop and is now $3.89 a gallon. Let's go, Brandon. Hey, everybody thank Joe Biden for only keeping gas prices up about $1.50 more than they were when he took over, instead of, $3 over where they were. So thank you, Joe. Really appreciate that. Hey, I want to thank everybody for watching Money Chat Now. Of course, as you know, we're live every morning on 7:30 on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you also should know that you can find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. And also, as you know, once again, sometimes I have some of the assets and some of the options discussed in this show, and these opinions are mine. My name is Larry Steinhouse. I am the host of Money Chat Now. I am the CEO of Investor Schooling. And remember, you can contact me directly at contactlarry.com. All right. Make it a profitable day. I just read Jose's comment. It's hysterical. As I was saying goodbye, I read his comment. You guys can't see it. You got to go to YouTube to see it. Anyway, have a profitable day.